Hello everyone, and welcome to another game that contains scenes of considerable violence and gore. Konami made this one, so it must mean we're continuing our Silent Hill playthrough of the series. Let's listen to some music by DDK.
What? This ain't Metal Gear Solid.
Hey, it's the black screen.
Well, you did say we were just going to listen to some music.
I know why. You know why that's happened?
Why is that?
So the F9 is my button to unmute the stream switch thing, but it's also the button to switch to the low res version, which that doesn't work. Yes, now I'll be able to see it. There you go. Yes, Silent Hill 3. After we've beaten Silent Hill 2, we're moving on up to the next one. So this is one of my favourites in the series. The first one that finally introduced lyrical songs, which have become a staple of the franchises of this game, all performed by Mary Elizabeth McGlynn.
Ah, McGlynn.
It's one of my favourite songs, this as well. It's probably one of my favourite songs, not just in video games, but like in general.
Whoa. It's not a bad song.
That's a very good song.
Tune.
Emulating this, of course, it's probably the best way to play the game. Mary Elizabeth McGlynn actually voiced that character. Mary Elizabeth McGlynn's main job is actually a voice actor.
This trailer shows you the full length of breadth, but this is mostly stuff in the game rather than Silent Hill 1, which
It shows stuff that
the
isn't.
trailer, it's like the story that leads up to the game being demonstrated in a trailer, but not terribly well explained.
Well, the thing about Silent Hill 1 is that they made CGI. Silent Hill 2 as well, they have CGI cutscenes. In this, they have no more CGI cutscenes. All cutscenes are in game. That's probably just showing.
The almighty emotion engine.
Yeah? Well, that's the PlayStation's. Bit of spoiler there. The character models look so much better compared to Silent Hill 2. This is still a PS2 game, by the way. This game came out like a year after Silent Hill 2? Like 2 years? Man, the character models look like almost like a generation later, like PS3. Especially,
this is back in the day when a sequel was like an amazing thing to look forward to, because it was like a revolution over the previous.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Nowadays, a sequel is just more story and almost exactly the same.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, quite often that is the case. Yeah, if a console generation doesn't pass between, then the sequels generally more or less they can look better. Sure, some do, but generally you get more or less the same.
Massively so that you could, like, if you saw a screenshot of some sequels, it'd be harder for you to tell which is which. Whereas this, you'd instantly know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Plus, there's all kinds of crazy visual effects in use that are really cool throughout the course of the game.
There's that merry-go-round, heavily featured in this game.
But they've taken the time to cover up those horses out of respect.
It's dark world. Well, I guess it was technically already in dark when we saw it in Silent Hill 1, but yeah, it's even more dark worldy. Heather's probably the only actual character in any of the Silent Hill games you can actually consider to be an actual character. Harry and James, they're not self-insert characters, but fuck me, they're barely characters. Ultimately. They're so, like, muted.
Relatively quiet, yeah.
So I'm gonna... Nothing I want to change here too much. 2D... Weird. I know lots about... games in English, of course. So we have a. So this is emulated on the to the PS2 version. Emulated. Apparently, it's the best way to play it. The PC version is apparently not a train wreck. This is therefore this is enhanced through the PS2 emulation. We also have a widescreen hack enabled, which means there's less blackness to the left and right. Still some, but less. New game. So I'm gonna go for easy action, but hard riddle again. Masterminds we are. We've completely aced Silent Hill 2. So, this will be a cakewalk for us geniuses. Loading screen.
The T virus was first developed.
This, of course, is a direct sequel to Silent Hill 1, unlike Silent Hill 2. I don't actually think there's any real reference at all to Silent Hill 2 in this game.
Except that stuff are covered up more, like in Silent Hill 2's Dark World had a lot of covered up stuff.
Yeah. No, but I mean, in terms of story, there's no mention of James or anything.
No.
I don't think so, anyway. Maybe there'll be a crossover in a newspaper somewhere, isn't there? We'll know what also runs one.
So what is that? A horse shaking around.
Maybe, yeah. Like side amusement park. This looks cleaned up for the emulation. This looks really good. Like this looks something like a PS3 game. Especially the characters, man. That's like that could come off as a PS3 game. In fact, this game looks better. The character models in this game look better than they did in Silent Hill Homecoming. I remember that was a common comparison back when Silent Hill Homecoming came out.
Good old Team Silent.
Got a knife.
Watch out, she's got a knife.
So controls are literally exactly the same as Silent Hill 1 and 2, which is very strange to me. I can't free move the camera. I can do the weird switching of angles with L2 still. I think it's only Silent Hill 4 that introduced full 360 camera control. A rabbit doll. No, it's a costume. Is there someone in there? It looks like there is, but I don't feel like making sure. Text is very blocky, unfortunately that hasn't been enhanced. The only way to make your text look better would be to fully replace it. It's a giant rabbit costume, why would this be here? So that's to get the same controls. Hold it to actually that. So it's returned back to Silent Hill 1's hold and mash attacks, which was actually removed from Silent Hill 2 for some reason.
She learned everything she knew from her daddy.
And what's this? Something strange in a cagey box thing. A person? Not quite. I don't really want to stare at it for very long, whatever it is. I just sit here for an hour staring at it.
It's just bubbling flesh deep within.
That's a PS2 texture right there.
Oh, it's amazing places.
To the north, that is, if I keep going the way I'm facing, I'll find the roller coaster. Is this an amusement park? Unfortunately, yes, whilst the emulation can enhance the overall picture quality, and it can't enhance, textures. They have to be fully redone, so yeah, we get muddy textures. The limitation of the hardware. Nope, so that's on the floor then. Oh, it's just that. Of course, they retconned in this amusement park mascot of Robbie the Rabbit. You never actually saw him in Silent Hill 1. Or any mention
He was always there. He was just somewhere else in the park.
So the metal grains, very enemies and environments are very Silent Hill 1 focused, Alyssa focused, because effectively Alyssa is Alyssa's going on what's causing all this again.
It would appear, yeah.
Can't remember too much about this game's story ultimately.
The rabbits have all been murdered.
There's camera angle switch. Almost got fixed cameras like Resident Evil. Won't open at all. So this game is very linear. It doesn't have like an open world to really run around in. So I think that's maybe what turned a lot of people off this one. Compared to Silent 1 and 2. Oh, fuck me.
These bandaged up dogs.
Yeah.
They've been infected with T virus, judging by the looks of them.
And this dog's a damage sponge.
Get along, little doggy.
Take it out. kick a dog while... I think it's dead. I think you can keep kicking stuff in this game. Yeah. So yeah,
the dog.
Map of this place. So when you press dot on the map of this place, the screen no longer goes fully black, like in Silent Hill 2, then brings you to the overall map. It just says that, and that's that. You're not punished for not having the map. Oh, there you go. Same sound effect, the lock is broken, I can't open it. Yeah.
You kicked that dog into the next dimension, by the way.
I did.
Oh, damn it. I'm trying to play the sound, but board's broken.
Oh, no. It happens a lot for you.
Does this seem to? I'll restart it.
Do I need to restart?
I don't know. I'll find out. Board is rebooted. Next dimension.
Maybe you won't be such a disappointment in the next dimension.
In the next dimension. Maybe.
Or is this already the next dimension? It's a little bit unclear.
It's not our average dimension. I can't remember what the I'm not entirely sure if there's any official lore as to why Alyssa hates dogs so much. Because of course dogs are an enemy in both this and Silent Hill 1, Silent Hill 3. Plus, there's that dog that its head got basketballed, and in this game I believe there's like a cooked dog or something. Alyssa really hated dogs for some bizarre reason.
Yeah,
I'm not sure why though.
Must have come a cropper of a few dogs, or maybe Dahlia had a dog and.
Yeah, I remember reading something about it. There's normal stuff. I remember reading something about it, like on I think it was a wiki page or something. Never thought I'd say this. Normal in a place like this. There's like some logic behind it. I can't quite remember. I don't think it's ever explained blatantly in the games. Maybe not. At least not in Silent Hill 1. Maybe in this one at some point.
Oh, that red jacket, that red T-shirt. Get yourself a lovely change.
There are alternate outfits in this game for Heather. I think there's a special room in the game where you change outfit actually. I believe the big maybe it is literally in this room as well actually. I think the big so in Silent Hill 1 you had the drill. In Silent Hill 2 you had the chainsaw. I think in this one it's the Sailor Moon outfit, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that vaguely rings a bell, but
I don't think she ever gained access to a chainsaw or anything. Can't remember anymore.
But with her moon powers activated, these monsters won't really be a problem.
No, there's nothing in there besides. Locked doors. Big door. This is where I need to go. Mountain coaster.
Sounds like a real blast.
Just gave the roller coaster a full name. You're a fiend. Ooh, fuck me.
It's a monster.
That's quite the fiend, alright.
It's a mountain of a thing. Just horrible chunks of flesh. Strewn about.
He was definitely not getting phased by my knife much. Little stun locks. Very slow though. I'm not entirely sure what these monsters are meant to represent. I'm taking a beating to die. So this is also the Silent Hill that introduced the hauntings, I guess you could call them. Rooms where just weird shit happens.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Man, these things, it's like every enemy in the game is looking here.
Place is packed with them.
Stop trying to fight them. Got more enemy types as well. There's probably more enemy types in this first part of the level than in whole Silent Hill 2. It's locked. Done. Gaping hole. I think a lot of people kind of remember the hauntings and the lyrical music and stuff, and kind of confused that stuff as being in Silent Hill 1 and 2 as well. It really was Silent Hill 3 that kind of... A lot of the staples of the series actually from Silent Hill 3. A lot of the things people really remember. Besides like the overall story, of course, Silent Hill 2.
How time makes a confusing mockery of us all.
I wonder if she's based on a real person ever. I don't think so. I don't think she's face modelled. Damn, you died.
I read a little bit about the symbolization of that giant enemy you killed.
Oh yeah, what's it say?
Now, because this is all Alessa Gillespie's kind of running the show with the horror here, it symbolizes the abuse of her mother upon her. That's why it looks like a giant deformed woman.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Can you look up what the dogs mean?
Nightmare.
Push the PS2 to its limit for that lighting effect.
Whoa! Real-time ray tracing. Running only on the PS2.
And I think it's the PS2, right? There was a video of someone managing to get ray tracing running on PS2, if I recall correctly. Happy Burger. There's the shopping mall.
Dad, it's me. Yeah. Sorry I didn't call sooner. Yeah, I guess I was. Anyway, I'm coming home now. Oh,
Look, I can see their parachutes. They're okay.
Phew.
I accidentally played that.
It's alright, she's okay.
Okay. Okay, I will. I love you too, Dad.
Last day on the case.
I need to speak with you. My name is Douglas Carter. I'm a detective.
What's up, Dick?
Really? Well, nice talking to you.
Hold on. There's someone that wants to meet you. Just let me have an hour. No,
An hour?
half an hour
Get
at a
stuffed.
time.
My daddy always told me not to talk to strangers.
This is very important. It's about your birth.
I'm not interested.
Just come over to my van and we'll talk.
Can't remember how old I think I was maybe
Are you
17.
still following me? Do I have to scream?
Sorry. I'll wait here.
Can I alleviate this fucking audio? It's like, maybe if I lower background music volume, maybe
Yeah,
this
like
only
count
work.
the voices
Yeah,
or
'cause
sound
the voices
effect.
are fucking crazy. Like.
Yes, look at the dogs. It is evocative of a strong dislike for dogs. Alessa's. They're in bandages and look burned because that's basically the state that Alessa was in.
Oh right, I see. Okay. So music didn't change at all. Well, I just close out the window. Didn't check out the save.
You just
So this is the save, of course, in this game. The mark. What they
Marco
call-
Samael.
Why does my head hurt so much when I try to remember it? Well, checks every slot. Maybe. or 40 of them.
Whoa.
Very much like the Saving Silent Hill 2.
Plenty of room.
So of course I have access to the greatest of saves, the save state. Ray trace mirror there, of course.
Whoa.
So I have to say, playing Ratchet and Clank on PS5, I do have to say that you kind of notice when a reflection is ray traced. It just looks more natural ultimately.
It's a subtle effect.
Yeah, it's like you can actually tell it's in a reflection rather than just like a sprite behind or something. Empty boxes and stuff can get through.
It's just kind of climb over them.
No, she can't get through. Actually runs really fast.
I wonder where this is exactly. Is it in Brahms?
I can't remember. I'm sure I'll say at one point. Then some idiots parked the van.
Resident Evil van jammed right in.
Well, that's helpful. Maybe I should walk around it. Never mind. But how did this car park here? Yeah, how? Really fucking narrow. Guys, where is rearview mirrors?
Bugger it. I'll just scramble over it. Save me having to run across that detective again.
Lock is broken? Damn. Should probably get some maintenance on that. Yeah, after we're on them all. There's a lot of stuff posted up here, but nothing useful. He won't open it all. Should say that for the does rather than lock is broken. I mean, come on, we're not in Silent Hill. Guess I'll just leave it alone. Guess so.
Leave it be.
To be fair, though, I think we're already in the dark world right now.
The level.
Fog world.
Yeah, fog. Basically, fog world. Yeah.
Just fog. It's like no real world, fog world, and then dark world in the Silent Hill games. In the Silent Hill world, I should say. It's weird because it seems like, despite the fact we're not in Silent Hill, Alyssa has the ability to just make it happen wherever she wants. Apparently.
Seemingly so.
Guess Walter Sullivan had a very similar ability because he made all that shit happen in Brahms, right? You actually visit Silent Hill. I mean, you do through some of the teleport, portals, but you know to actually physically go to Silent Hill in that game. Silent Hill 4. Everything's in Brahms and through the worlds.
Well, in the movie, you remember in that movie,
Yeah.
The whole world is effectively
The whole world
in that
is a
state.
fog world. Yeah, true.
At least to that person, anyway.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it manifests individually. Oh, discussion.
Damn it,
Damn it.
locked. Oh, not locked.
She's been wandering around these malls all day and hasn't a single thing bought as a conquest.
No.
Harry Mason must be a cheap ass. Guess Ryan don't pay very well.
Dad gave me no money. There's a gun inside.
A piece. What would instill you to want to play with a gun that's just randomly lay on the floor?
If I saw a gun on the floor, I'd pick it up.
Put my fingerprints on it. Oh no!
The thing from my nightmare. Shut the mouth thing, like the monster designer on this game is the same as on Silent Hill 2.
No, it's got a disgusting fleshlight mouth.
Right. Bit of slow down emulation.
Probably a bit of the streaming adding to that woe.
As long as it's not in gameplay, it shouldn't be too bad.
Look, a lumbering rack of rank flesh.
Actually, it's unloading.
A lot of people would instinctively throw the gun, but she didn't.
Let's kill it.
Guess that was enough lead.
What the hell
That's
is
right.
this thing?
Stay dead.
It's okay. It's a monster. I killed it. No, I didn't read the rest of that little text. It's not that I hate clothes, but this isn't the time or place. No, I don't hate clothes either. Cool. Should look at something.
Is she basically saying,
Look at those monsters!
She is, yeah. Oh, piss of bullets.
Although I guess it's just one monster, isn't it? So really, it would be.
It's a monster!
Yeah, I can tell from here that it's dead. Should I call the police? Not like they'd believe me if I said someone's been killed by a monster.
You don't have to say how they were killed. Just say someone's been torn to pieces. The evidence is right there.
Yeah.
Why do people feel the need to have to add extra details that are unbelievable when they can just get away with just telling the bare minimum? Let them discover the monster.
That's that screen was broken before. It seems like on the emulation it's broken sometimes, but not all the time. And you've got the memos tab here, options, of course, maps. It's very similar to Silent Hill 1 and 2, but it's also a bit more fleshed out. Items are separate than weapons, which is a good thing, because I remember fucking looping around a million times in the other games to find something. Even supplies are separate. Excellent.
Redone.
Yeah.
Step only back there, I'm afraid, miss.
It's broken. Oh, it's unlocked. Oh, cool. It's a very high-res poster, though. The
Weird how
revolt
some
of
textures.
Nail?
Yeah, can't quite
It's
read
just a
that
poster.
word.
Big deal. Something about this face. It's a little creepy. Oh, maybe that's why it's high res, so you should get to read about it. It's a map.
If Harry was here, he'd go, "Hey, let me take a look at that. Huh, nothing interesting here."
Central Square Shopping Centre.
The whole precinct.
Push the button, but the elevator won't come. Is it broken or something? Guess I'll leave it alone. Guess so. It'd be too hard to get through with all the boxes and plates. Yeah, who could get past that? Look at
Yeah,
Jesus Christ!
There's no way. If she slips, oof.
It's like 2 cardboard boxes on that.
Yeah. The indignation of clambering over stuff isn't her desire.
So yeah, it's always the same sound effect, even from the very first game. Even from Santa 1, it's the same door sound effects. It's not like even that's the same sound
is
effects.
already done.
So is it same as Silent Hill 2? Yes. So it starts zoomed out rather than zoomed in, which is definitely interesting. But yeah, ultimately it is the same. I have to zoom in to move, unlike in Silent Hill 1. 3 floors, this place. Spent quite a lot of time here.
I don't remember this place being so big.
Yeah, I remember it being pretty big. No open world, but you do have a massive mall. It's actually a really good location I don't remember too well. Oh, fuck. I don't actually have another weapon. Got the knife.
Still is the knife. A switchblade.
Oh fuck. Oh man.
Some kind of Jurassic Park reject.
Dead. You're so good. Okay, dead. How much damage is that doing? Enemies have hit me a lot more than they were in the previous game, that's for sure. It's a bit more action orientated. More weapons in it, more enemy types. Enemies attack faster and harder.
Dangerous is what they are.
Mm. Let's see what these rooms even are. No, just rooms. Oh, someone's open. Oh, son of a bitch. Maybe just unlock it.
interesting caveat about the those weird monsters you've killed in the hallway there. Apparently, the designer, or the main designer of the series, only created 5 of the monsters in this game with proper symbolism. The rest are just like abstracted from that.
Yeah, I see.
So when asked, those are just a creature. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. Beef jerky. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, it's not picking up the thing on the floor. Oh, it's some beef jerky, that's why. It's like beef jerky, yeah, there's like some weird mechanic to that. I can't remember quite what anymore. Yeah, it's a supply, see. To distract monsters.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever used that back in the day. I think it's maybe something for a harder difficulty. An item that becomes more useful in harder difficulties.
Sound like a pro gamer move.
Yeah. So I can probably. I think once I gain access to like the pipe or something, I can probably dispatch most enemies with with the weapons I have on me. I'm just looking at something else now. Oh, what is that? Nah. There's a key under the pallet. Something's fallen between the table and the floor. I think it might be a key. There's something like a pallet on the table, but if my arms were a little longer, I might be able to reach it. There's a huge pile of cardboard boxes on top of the table. Full of books now. It's way too much of a pain to move something that heavy. I mean, she could do it. It's just too much of a pain to do it.
It's a pain, yeah. She could just like tear up one of these books or something and use that to feed it.
These long things in this, whatever the fuck this is, there's like baseball bats or something. She could do that.
But it's too much of a pain.
She doesn't want it. Still, there's apparently something. Big room. I don't know. Oh, camera's very bizarre here, but nothing. What's the music switch?
Insignificant. It wasn't.
Man, the camera's been a bitch. Music's a bit poppy. That's not normal.
Instrument is too extreme for the emulator. The main arcade.
Shut this down here. Helen's Bakery. Oh, it's open. Delicious. It's bread. I'm not rarely hungry, so I guess I don't need to worry about it. I guess.
It could be your last meal,
Oh,
though.
the fongs.
At least eat one of those pies.
It's bread.
This place looks like it's
It's
closed
bread.
up for the day.
She
But they just,
calls donuts bread. What type of heresy is this?
they're largely comprising of the same.
There are no employees
instructions.
around. I wonder where they all went.
You went on break.
Well, you go into a bakery where they have where they have the stuff behind the glass and say, "Can I have some of that bread there?" They'll fucking take ages to pick doing that for you.
Oh yeah.
Helen's Bakery, crispy toasted bread right to your very door. Everything on sale, and they deliver. There's a flyer. Yeah, that's what I said.
Nothing better than a sale.
I'm actually, we should be looking at the flyer. There's the flyer. Got the tongs now, so I can more or less. I feel like some Resident Evil zombies around.
Watch yourself. Don't want to get yourself caught up in Resident Evil's monsters as well as Silent Hill's monsters.
Yeah.
Would be a bloody mistake.
Because I have to physically use them. Items. Examine. There's a jewel inside, like a little red tablet. When I asked Dad what it was, he said it's just a lucky charm, but then he told me to take good care of it and never take it off. Pendant. Dad gave me this pendant on my birthday. It's one of my treasured belongings. The tongs, one of my treasured belongings too.
Oh. It's just much newer.
Key with the tongue. Taken with tongues. Well, that's an amazing name for a key. Any more detail on this amazing key taken with tongues? There's a tag on the key that says "My bestsellers." Okay. My bestsellers are bookstore key. It's not called key taken with tongues. We didn't call it bookstore key, which is interesting.
Second level of description.
Daisy Villa Apartment 201. 102, sorry. It's carved into the key. It's my friend Donkey. Amazing dyslexia there on display. Oh fuck. Fiend has spawned. Oh damn. Oh.
Don't worry about them. They're just monsters walking in perfect unison.
Oh man. That's me Freddy going to attack it. I was waiting for the battle.
Queuing, waiting for its turn.
Oh damn, it jumped backward. Oh fuck, it hit me mid-swing. Oh, what's that new one?
Kick it to death.
Still blue.
You're getting granted you the finest gift, the ability to kick it once for more, just for good luck.
Yeah.
For good measure.
Do Grand Theft Auto games only have that?
Demonstrates your hatred and rage.
I really thought about it, that the Silent Hill games have so many respawning enemies. Oh!
Here it comes. A lumbering horror.
Let's take that. Phased at all by my knife.
Stab it, but don't cut its clothes. That would be a horror we're not ready for. Probably sky. They're kind of like two heavy, fully laden shopping bags.
Yeah. She, Alyssa's mother, who I assume was Dahlia, was always bringing back her best sellers. Was always bringing back shopping, of course.
Oh, elaborate stuff to help build her cultish stuff.
My bestsellers. Time to read some books, baby.
Wait for it all to blow over. Read everything.
There are magazines on the shelf. Some of them look interesting, but it's really not the time for that. I don't know. Oh, there's something on the floor, though. Shakespeare now, Anthology 1. Maybe I'm thinking of the this game that requires you to have knowledge of Shakespeare's work. I always thought it was Silent Hill 2, but maybe it's Silent Hill 3. I was getting confused.
The complete works of Shakespeare. Excellent.
Man. Yeah, it must be this game then that I was thinking of all along. Damn. Maybe this game will finally be a worthy challenger to our superior intellect.
You mean we'll have us stumped and we're forced to use a guide?
No. We didn't use a guide for the other two. We put hardest difficulty on those ones. On those bad boys. I was just looking at this one. Oh, it's a newt. In here is a tragedy. Art thou player or audience? But as it may, the end doth remain. All go on only towards death. The first words are at thy left hand, a false lunacy, a madly dancing man. Yeah, this is sounding like plays of Shakespeare, so I'm guessing you have to physically know, actually know what each play's about. Hearing unearthable words drawn to a beloved grave, and there, mayhap, true madness at last. As did this one, playing at death, find true death at the last. Killing an aimless lover, she pierced a heart rent by sorrow. Doth lie in thy truth? Doth verity but wear the mask of falsehood? Ah, thou pitiful, thou miserable ones! Still amidst lies... God, this is going to be a hell fucking bitch to reread every time to figure the fucking order out. Still amidst lies, though the end cometh not, wherefore yearn for death. Will devour attend, thy beloved? Truths and lies, life and death, a game of turning white and black to white. Is not a silence brimming with love more precious than flattery? A peaceful slumber preferred to a throne besmirched with blood? Can vaguely kind of grasp what each one is. One vengeful man spilled blood for two. Two youths shed tears for thee for three. Three witches disappeared thusly, and only the 4 keys remain. Jesus fucking Christ. But verily, in here is a tragedy. Art thou player or audience? Wait, it's starting again. There is nothing which cannot become a puppet of fate, or an onlook appearing into the cage. Yeesh. Okay.
Dagger of Fate, did he just say?
Dagger of Fate. I'm not much for sentimental slop like Romeo and Juliet. So that's Romeo and Juliet. It was on... King Lear is in this one. I've never read that. One line from Macbeth. Okay, I just can't forget. Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. For Hamlet. In this one I've never read that. Othello. I'm not familiar at all with Othello. Is in this
If you
one.
click examine again, does she flip through a few pages?
No.
No.
I must have read it, but I forgot what happens. So the numbers, it'll be... Okay. Man, I'm going to have to read this fucking again. Jesus Christ. Okay. Art thou player or audience, as may be, the end doth remain, all go on towards only death. The first words that lie in my left hand, a false lunacy, a mad dancing man, hearing unhearable words. It's not Macbeth, it's not Romeo and Juliet. I'm not familiar.
Only two I'm familiar with.
I'm not familiar with King Lear or Othello at all, though, unfortunately.
Perhaps a king would be more likely to go mad.
Playing at death, find true death at last. Killing a nameless lover, she pierced a heart rent by sorrow. Probably doesn't actually say when each number starts either.
Not really, no.
So, because that just blatantly continues on, and killing a nameless lover could be Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, for verity.
This blatantly requires you to know Shakespeare's work. It's kind of insane. How many numbers do I have to put in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god. Okay, so there's no. So it won't tell us how many numbers there are. It's yeesh, yeah. It could be like fucking 10, and there's a lot of fucking text to get through. That's for sure. So Romeo and Juliet is 1. And what is King Lear about? King Lear. Macbeth. I don't know what that's about. This one could be Romeo and Juliet.
Killing a nameless lover. I'm not sure if they were specifically nameless.
No, they weren't. That's the thing, though. Oh, thou pitiful, thou miserable one, still amid lies, coming for death, truth and lies, life and death, a game turning black to white, white to black, peaceful slumber referred to a throne of eventual blood. This is Macbeth, one vengeful man. That's Macbeth. I know that much. Just type in the chat.
Yeah, there were bitches in there.
Let me just type in the chat. So, question mark. Oh, I can't use number phone. So I reckon. So if that's what I can't remember what number Macbeth was. But verily, here it is a tragedy. Art thou player or audience? Is there nothing which cannot become a puppet of fate or an unlocker peering into the cage? How many books are there actually?
5.
5. Okay, I guess there's 5 numbers.
So what's 2?
I can buy them this way. 2 is King Lear. 3 is alright.
Macbeth.
Yeah. Oh, this is Macbeth.
Why is
Three's
why does she
Macbeth.
read Macbeth a little bit more?
Because she apparently claims to know it.
Yeah.
So 3 is Macbeth. So okay. Examine Hamlet. Man, what happens in Hamlet again? 4 and 5.
What was 5 exactly?
Hamlet. Okay, let me see.
What 4 was Hamlet?
No, 5 is Hamlet, isn't it?
What was 1?
Oh, wait. Oh, 5 I'll tell you, right, yeah. Hamlet, yeah, 4 is Hamlet. Okay, yeah, you wrote that down. So, let me see. I'm pretty sure, I think, there's 5. 5's a really awkward number to do as well. I'm not really don't know what Othello is. Macbeth, Hamlet. Yeah, I'm not familiar with Hamlet actually as well. I'm by name only. Let me think. Romeo and Juliet. 1. King Lear. King Lear. What was the first part of this riddle? Is it referred to anything kingly? Oh, go on. The first words of my life. False lunacy, hearing and hear words drawn by a beloved's grave. A beloved's grave.
Mayhap True
I
Madness?
think that might be Hamlet. I think. So if that's Hamlet, then right now what I'm going off is 513. 513.
Let's do this one. Playing it deaf.
So I'll tell truth and lies. I'm just not at all familiar with King Lear. Let me try. Oh, what the fuck?
Whoa,
Whoa,
she's
whoa,
become
what's the emulator do?
smitten with the...
Why? What suddenly happened? What the emulator suddenly happened to cause ultimate slowdown?
Symbolising our struggle with this.
What were the last 2? King Lear and Othello. 2, 5. Nope. Oh, you did 5. Wait, what? No, 4. Sorry, no, I got it wrong again. Yeah, so I wanted to do. So that should be a 4 there. My 4. So 4, 3. Nope. 4, 1, 3, 5, 2. Nope. Again. So again, so I definitely got that wrong. So one of the ones I thought was, what's your light green or slow for? What, it's recovering? What the? I guess my PC must have ran a process that it didn't like. Oh, it's doing it again.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Could be a virus scan or something running in the background.
Maybe. Don't know. Where's that? Yeah, anyway, it's nothing like it. The clues in this place, right?
It would be helpful.
I'm pretty sure, to my understanding, so the thing I remember about this puzzle specifically is that it literally does require you to have knowledge of Hamlet, of Shakespeare, I mean. So there are other actual clues. Yeah. And this is a bit awkward, yeah, because I don't know. The only one that mentions lovers is In here is a tragedy. Art thou player or audience, as it may be, the end doth remain. All go on only towards death. The first words at thy left hand. What's that even mean? A false lunacy, a madly dancing man, hearing unhearable words, drawn by Macbeth. I said that this was
I think you went with Hamlet as your guess for this one, but
no, I went with yeah, I did go with Hamlet actually, right. I think it may be Macbeth then?
I thought Macbeth was the witch's one.
Othello isn't Othello the one with the forest sprites?
Which I don't know a single thing about it. It sounds like a board game.
Othello, it does sound like a board game. Othello. And this one playing at death, find true death at last, killing a nameless lover. This is definitely Romeo and Juliet. Playing at death is when he pretends to be poisoned.
Yeah, I guess playing at death.
So that's the second one. Oh, let me really look through. So that's the second one, right? The second verse.
Yeah.
So it's definitely 2 is definitely Romeo and Juliet. I mean, the second number is definitely Romeo and Juliet. So that's definitely a 1. I guess this one maybe
Madly dancing man.
This may be instead then a Macbeth rather than Hamlet. Rearrange, change my order there. So if that's so that means this one would be that. Okay. Use the number pad. The greatest of sins on Game-Geki. Okay, let me attempt that. So 3, 1, 4, 5, 2. 3, 1, 4, 2, 5.
Not that.
Nope. What have I got wrong in the other ones then? 3, 1, 2, 4, 5. 3, 1, 5, 4, 2. 1. What have I not tried yet? 5, 4, 2.
Oh yes, I do. So this is read the complete works of Shakespeare.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I'll try every combination now. So it must be. I'm almost certain the 1 is correct. The 3 I said was Macbeth. Man, maybe it's King Lear then.
Let's assume it's King Lear for
2,
now.
1, 4, 5, 3. 2, 1, 4, 3.
Double check the passages. How many passages are there exactly?
Yeah, it's a bit awkward to tell which one, where one starts, one doesn't. Oh, sorry, in the I'll click on it then. So is this an intro or is this part of it? The end doth remain, all go only towards death. The first words so I guess when it says the first words, it means it's a start. So there's 1, I guess. There's a full stop there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, fuck 7. Man, yeah.
As many as 7.
Jeez, maybe there's literally 7 numbers, and it just goes through That's impossible then, because I don't know enough of them. I know like a general gist of maybe some of them, but
all right. How about we look up some gists of these?
Yeah, look at
things.
like a resume of what Othello and King Lear are about.
Othello gist.
The first words at my left hand: a false lunacy, a madly dancing man, hearing unhearable words drawn to a beloved grave, and there, mayhap, true madness at last.
Right, here's the Othello summary. Lago is furious about being overlooked for promotion and plots to take revenge against his general, Othello. The Moor of Venice, Lago manipulates Othello into believing his wife, Desmonda, is unfaithful. Stirring Othello's jealousy, Othello allows jealousy to consume him, murders Desmonda, and then kills himself. I think the important bit is
Okay.
believes his wife. I bet is the last paragraph. Is that last bit? Manipulates Othello into believing his wife is unfaithful.
Doth lie in right truth, doth verity, but wear the mask of falsehood. Ah, thou pitiful, thou miserable ones. Still amid lies, though the end cometh not, wherefore yearn for death, will thou attend to thy beloved? This sounds like it. Truth and lies, right? Life and death. This sounds like it. Lies and death, true lies, death, beloved.
Oh yeah, there
It's
was
not-
lies involved. Yeah.
It's not a silence brimming with love more precise than flattery. A peaceful slumber prefers a throne with virtual blood. Crone, King Lear. One vengeful man spilled blood for two. So he killed his wife and the general, right? To you shed a tear for three. Three witches disappeared thusly, and only the 4 keys remain.
Okay, so here's a Hamlet summary.
Yeah.
The ghost of the King of Denmark tells
Yeah.
his son Hamlet to avenge his murder by killing the new king. Hamlet's uncle,
He pretends.
the king is Hamlet's uncle.
Yeah.
Hamlet feigns madness,
Mm.
contemplates life and death, and seeks revenge. His uncle, fearing for his life, also devises plots to kill Hamlet.
Yeah.
The play ends with a duel during which the king, queen, Hamlet's opponent, and Hamlet himself are all killed.
Yeah, okay. I thought that was actually Macbeth, though. Macbeth, I believe, is a guy who also goes on a vengeance, I think.
Pretty sure vengeance, yeah.
First words, so this a false lunacy. A false lunacy. So this
Okay,
is
so-
this is definitely Hamlet.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's definitely 4.
No one escapes the heat.
Damn it, not the heat.
Oh, the heat! He's a number fan. Okay, so 4. I mean, the second one seemingly refers to Romeo and Juliet. As far as this one, playing at death. Find true death at last. Killing a nameless lover, she pierced the heart rent by sorrow. Because Romeo pretends to be dead, and therefore she kills herself. Go for 1 for now on that one. Doth lie in right truth, doth verity, but wear the mask of falsehood. Are thou pitiful, thou miserable ones? What's King Lear about then?
Alright. King Lear. King Lear divides his kingdom among the 2 daughters who flatter him and banishes the third who loves him.
Ah.
His eldest daughters both then reject him at their homes. So Lear goes mad and wanders through a storm. His banished daughter returns with an army, but then they lose the battle and Lear, all his daughters and more, die.
So that is this one.
Brimming with love more precious than flattery.
So
Peaceful
theoretically, there's that means there's 1, 2. There's at least 2 spaces then, because there's 2 verses in between that.
slumber.
Man, I can barely see the double dash on the chat now. So this is King Lear, right? 2.
So is that the 3rd paragraph?
So this is, yes, I believe. So we got 1 and 2. One vengeful man spilt blood for 2. 2 youths shed tears for 3. 3 witches disappeared thusly, and only the 4 keys remain.
Vengeful man shed blood for 2.
Sounds like it could be
Sounds a bit Macbethy because there were 3 witches in Macbeth, right?
Yeah. One vengeful man.
Yeah. Macbeth summary: 3 witches tell the Scottish General Macbeth that that he will be King of Scotland, encouraged by his wife. Macbeth kills the king, becomes the new king, and kills more people out of paranoia. Civil war erupts to overthrow Macbeth, resulting in more death.
Okay, so I guess this is Macbeth, and so 3 here. So theoretically, right now I've got
4, 1, 2, 3.
4, 4, 1, and then 2 spaces because there's 2 paragraphs in between. 2, 3. I think it's not even the last one. Albert Verily, in here is a tragedy. Art thou play or audience? There is nothing which cannot become a puppet of fate or an onlooker peering into the cage. This sounds like a bookend more than anything else. Yeah. It refers back to the very first paragraph. So that's 1, 2. So there's definitely 2 more paragraphs than we haven't managed to decipher yet. So that one we've done. This one. Doth lie in right truth, doth verity but wear the mask of falsehood. Ah, thou pitiful, thou miserable ones. We haven't got this one yet.
Off line, right, truth.
Very, very vague song because they're all more or less about lies and falsehoods.
Kind of.
What's this? What's the next one? Still amidst lies, though the end cometh not, wherefore yearn for death? Wilt thou attend to thy beloved? Truths and lies, lives and deaths, a game of turning white to black and black to white. Which one was about him losing his mind and yearning for death? It was
Thing there went mad and wandered through a storm.
Macbeth Hamlet go mad as well.
Hamlet feigned madness.
Oh, he feigned madness. Still amidst lies, through the end cometh not, wherefore yearns for death. There's one yearn for death specifically. And thy beloved. King Lear doesn't have a beloved to attend to, does he?
Yes, he's at home. So King Lear goes mad and wanders through a storm. His banished daughter returns with an army, but they'll lose the battle. The banished, the third one who loves him, but I guess it wouldn't necessarily specify a beloved.
Doesn't seem to line up too well now.
Truth and lies and life and death.
This password really be 6 digits long.
The Romeo and Juliet summary is quite long. I mean, we kind of know the story of that one, but pathetic. Where are kings? There's no kings in that one. An age-old vendetta between two powerful families erupts in a bloodshed. A group of mashed Montagues was further conflict by gate-crashing a Capulet party. Young lovesick Romeo falls instantly in love with Juliet, who is then due to marry his father's choice. A country Paris. With the help of the Juliet's nurse, a woman arranged for the couple to marry the next day, but Romeo's attempt to halt a street fight leads to the death of Juliet's own cousin, Tybalt, for which Romeo is banished. In a desperate attempt to be reunited with Romeo, Juliet follows the friar's plot and fakes her own death. The message fails to reach Romeo and believes Juliet's dead, takes his own life in her tomb. Juliet wakes to find her corpse beside and kills herself. So, and I don't think that one is this at all.
No, this one's really hard to line up with anything, isn't it? Still amid lies. So the lies was Othello, right? Mostly. I mean, lies is the one that features the most lies is Othello.
I guess so.
Jesus, maybe it's 5 then.
I'll put 5 in, but
so it'll be 5. Oh, fuck. 5. Fuck, 5. 5. So we got 1, 4, 1, 5, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
with a mystery
5.
gap in the middle.
Yeah, so we loop back around to that one. I was feeling lame. You can't just play backward and forward on this because you have to read it over and over again. This one. That's like about lies again. The verity, but wear the mask of falsehood. Doth lie invite truth, doth verity, but wear the mask of falsehood. Verity, of course, would be another word for truth. Mask of falsehood. This is about lies again. 1415523. Jesus.
Give it a try.
Nope.
Mm.
Uh, 4123. Nope. 41523. Nope. It's only 5 numbers though, but it's weird to me that won't be twice. But there's definitely 7 verses to read through, which is weird. What was it say? No, there's actually less. No, because we're considering the last one to be a bookend as well, so there's only 6 verses to read through.
Yes, we're assuming that.
And again, it's pointless for us to go off wandering around the rest of the place because we definitely know this is where this is done based off the puzzle. It's not found anywhere else, as far as I'm aware. You literally have to do this puzzle to understand it. So we can kind of grasp 4-1 is correct. It's the middle that we don't know.
Indeedy. Both basically about lies.
Pretty sure 2, 3 at the end is correct.
Hamlet feigns madness, so maybe if we try 4-5 and then 5-4.
So what? 4-1.
4-5, 2-3.
4. Oh, sorry. Fuck. You said.
Doesn't really matter that you could have just done it either way. Because
4-1, 4-5.
Yeah.
4-1, 4-5.
2-3.
Okay.
Nope. 4-1, 5-4, 2-3.
4-1, 5-4, 2-3.
Nope.
9.
Excellent, you got it.
The answer was 9. Man, what's going on with this?
It's the kind that I can buy anywhere.
And here's tragedy, art of our player or audience, as it may be, the end doth remain, or go on only towards death. False lunacy, that's definitely, the false lunacy is definitely, Hamlet, it's gotta be. As did this one, playing at death, find true death at the last, killing a nameless. That's gotta be Romeo and Juliet. Has to be. This one though, man, this one's fucking impossible to figure out.
The mask of falsehood. Thou pitiful, thou miserable ones. I guess I would lean towards Othello more on that one because, you know, there's pitiful and miserable, which is kind of about jealousy and consuming him.
We tried that one, didn't we?
Yeah. But I can't really map it to anything else.
So it lies through the end cometh not. Still a mid lie, so the end cometh not. Wherefore yearn for death. Did any of them yearn for death? Thy beloved, truths and lies, life and death, a game of turning white to black and black to white. A game of turning white to black and black to white. game of turning white to black. That infers factions, because it's referring to chess, I assume. King Lear again?
I mean,
One.
Macbeth has civil war in it.
Yeah, but it's just the background. It's not the main plot of the story. There's no turning of factions, ultimately. To revive the beloved. So the end cometh not, wherefore you... Actually, you know what could be a... Maybe it is. Because, the lies, I guess... I don't know. I mean, she fakes a death and then he ends her death? But the end cometh not. Does anyone want to die but doesn't die?
Clubhouse attends still amidst lies, though the end cometh not.
Sound spring with love for more precious than flattery. That's the flattery one. That's King Lear too, seemingly. But we mentioned flattery in the description. Yep, that's definitely Ventral Man is Macbeth. The Scottish players they call it. The 15223? Oh, holy fuck. Oh, what? Come on.
You overshot. Try 1, 2, 3 at the end. 1, 5.
Oh, sorry, yeah, fuck. What am I doing? Yes. So 4, 1, 5, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Nope.
So 4, 1, 2, 4, 1 space 2, 3. 4, 1. Man, it's in 3 spaces should be able to technically brute force it.
Very.
I have to remember though because it's a bit awkward because it requires a double number. 4, 1. So we already tried 4, 1, 5. 3, 2, 3. I haven't tried that one. 4, 1. So we already tried 5, 1, 2, 3. About 1,
Yeah.
5, 2, 3. 4, 1. Try just 1 before. 4, 5, 2, 3. 4, 1, 5, 4, 2, 3. 4, 1. How have we not managed to pin down which one's Othello exactly? We haven't even got Othello at all in the bottom.
Oh yeah.
I think we kind of need to figure out what Othello is. So what's Othello's description again?
Iago is furious about being overlooked for promotion and plots to take revenge against his general, Othello, the Moor of Venice. Iago manipulates Othello into believing his wife Desmond is unfaithful, stirring Othello's jealousy. Othello allows jealousy to consume him, murders Desmond, and then kills himself.
Okay. Tricked into killing his wife and then himself. The first words I left, the false lunacy. This is false lunacy. That's Romeo and Juliet. Doth lie in the right truth, doth verity but wear the mask of falsehood. Man, this one sounds like Othello.
Thou pitiful, thou miserable ones.
We tried it. The 415.
Yeah, we've almost tried every fucking combination of numbers in the middle.
Still amidst lies, though the end cometh not. Wherefore yearn for death. Wilt thou attend to thy beloved, his wife? Truth and lies, life and death, a game of turning white to black and black to white. This one kind of sounds like Othello as well. Because he kills.
I mean,
he tends to his wife, like he kills her, and he kills him. Well, he learns for death afterward, although he doesn't. He receives
could
death.
be Romeo and Juliet on account of that. It's like, but we already kind of tried Romeo and Juliet in that slot too.
Pretty sure, yeah. Alright. Othello. Very cool that it stays on the examine thing for everyone. It definitely makes it quicker.
Yeah.
There's also a hidden 6 book.
That'd be amazing. And
That's
it's like
just
all
the-
covered in dark worldy stuff. Dun 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 dun.
So we said 4, 1, 5. Four, 1, 5. No, in case it was a sick one. There is another book. Pretty sure there isn't though. Guess I could technically venture out into the world just on the off chance. Definitely fucking us over if there's a 6 book hidden somewhere else. What's she looking at now? Like her eyes are riveted on something. She definitely turned the head. What is it? To the door? I bet it's to the door, isn't it?
Something is turning her head.
Boutique McGuire.
The key of beauty. She spent hours in that store.
I can hear it now. Oh, right there it is. Oh, it's that can walk around. It's literally walk around at the same speed as me. Yeah, it's nothing. Face me, beast.
Leave me be, beast.
You can cancel their attacks. What's that spikes that come out?
The monsters in Silent are too caught up in all that deadly. I mean, a little girl is able to get around them without any trouble.
Laura.
Yeah. She seemingly left with Harry
Oh,
at the end,
that hit me.
with James at the end, so. It must have been real.
Yeah, it's a bit of a strange thing, isn't it? I'm not entirely sure if she was real or not. Am I actually injured or? Oh, I'm not blue anymore, but I'm not too injured. So I guess you can become out of breath by sheer attack as well. Or sheer combat. Not definitely been
Paradise
everywhere else,
Moon.
yeah, the only thing to do is that. Man, this puzzle's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This store is so detailed, lush,
Didn't have
covered in books.
this before though. Why is it doing this now for?
Who the hell knows? She slideshows her way back to this god awful puzzle.
Got exactly the same resolution as on when, same setting as on when we played whatever last game PS2 game played. So shouldn't it ran that ran, so this shouldn't be having trouble. Yeesh! Holy fuck! This puzzle. Man, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is like so hard. It's you literally can't figure out it within the game. You have to literally know Shakespeare. Yeah, this is the puzzle I heard of most, and I thought this out too.
These summaries isn't quite enough for us to.
No. I wonder if these are actually quotes from the books.
Chances are, if I type the exact words,
Yeah,
it'll just bring
free
this.
guide.
Yeah.
Maybe it's up at this point, right? That's what pretty much where we're at. I don't see us figuring this out, honestly.
No, we ain't gonna.
No, there's no way we're gonna figure this out. We've already we gave it a solid try.
Yeah.
We roll around the logic of it, but no, it just ain't working. But try and put this one into Google. Maybe it's a literal quote.
Doth lie invite truth.
Check the first two. We should.
Shakespeare anthology puzzle.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah, I mean, gonna have to. I'm gonna call it. I guess we just. What's the guide saying? The answer is.
Okay, so before I scroll down,
Yeah.
I will read that Heather must find a 4-digit code to input into the keypad.
Okay, wait. 4 digits then. Okay. So let's going off that then. Let's see if we can't do it. Just with 4. So I already tried 4, 1, 2, 3. 4 digits then.
Hmm.
So what is the logic? Why is there so many different quotes?
It seems like there's so many, unless there's like, unless some of the quotes scroll past several pages and we're just not quite spotting the divide.
Yeah. Is there any more context before the actual answer on that guide that we can use to? I'll try that. Ah, fuck. It doesn't seem like it's 4-1.
So we're correct in the first and final verse as being bookends.
Yeah.
Reading this, I don't understand at all.
What's it actually say?
Fortunately, this puzzle also gives room for error. If the player mixes the last 3 anthologies, as long as the final code is dirt, no matter what, though, Hamlet and Romeo and Juliet must be interpreted as Anthology 4 and Anthology 1, respectively.
What?
Which is...
Okay. What's that even mean? I forgot. What's the code?
8352.
Did you say? Wait, you said 8?
Yep.
So you have to add them up?
Fucking insane, isn't it? Let's see. The first verse is Hamlet, which is Anthology 4.
Yeah.
The second verse is Romeo and Juliet, which is Anthology 1.
We were right about
Yep.
those two.
The third verse is Macbeth, which is Anthology 3. So
I don't think we ever thought Macbeth was that one. So that's definitely not what we thought. Okay.
fourth verse is Othello, which is Anthology 5, which we kind
did
of
kind of
understood.
guess. Yeah, we kind of grasped that one. Yeah.
The fifth verse is King Lear, which is Anthology 2.
Yeah, we got that one
which
right.
is correct. But for some reason, they don't seem to have a sixth verse, so I don't know how.
Is it
Let's
just-
try
Okay.
all the books in the proper order. The code appears to be. Wait, why is it a 5-digit code now? The penultimate, second to last verse describes the manipulations needed to perform with this code to receive the final solution.
What's this say? The final verse just tells us that we have to do what exactly? Add stuff up. This one. Peering into the cage. The fuck? How are you supposed to grasp that from this?
The one vengeful man spilled blood for two is the.
Oh, so the bookend is actually Jesus Christ. So the bookend actually starts here.
So this is basically telling you how to parse the puzzle.
One vengeful
Yeah.
man spilled blood for two.
So that means you have to double up the vengeance thing.
Damn, this is like some fucking.
This is Othello. So
This is like some group effort, augmented reality shit. Okay, so what was the code? What was the code then?
yeah,
8,
okay. 8352.
3, 5, 2. Jesus Christ Almighty, that was insanity.
So I guess that's the ultimate difference between normal and hard in that they add the extra
Yeah, the added.
cipher key page.
That's a
I
woman.
think on easy it's just the books lie on the shelves.
What's going on? Where is everybody? Those weird monsters?
They have come to
What's
witness the
something
beginning,
not slow down?
the rebirth of paradise, despoiled by mankind.
What are you talking about?
Don't you know? Your power is needed.
How should I know?
I am
God
Claudia.
knows she is.
So what?
Remember me, and your true self as well. Also, that which you must become. The one who will lead us to paradise with blood-stained hands.
Claudia, right? Did you do all this?
It was the hand of God.
Unleashing the hand of God.
Wait! I don't get it. What does she want me to remember?
Just a name. Hey, come on. Just it's still here. Turn up the sound, the volume every time so we can hear the audio. But man, the sound of it's getting crazy loud now. Gonna get our ears blowing out when the next time we cross a monster.
It's supposed to be object fair.
All the doors are broken. There's one more door in the lift. Oh, both legs.
Ah, that must have been her power to power the lift.
It's loading. No buttons on it.
This lift is entirely automated. Destination, hell.
Oh. A radio. What's going on
Yeah.
with that radio?
Take this radio with you.
A radio? What the hell is this doing falling from the ceiling? Anyway, I guess that explains the static from just before. But all it's picking up is static. I wonder if it's broken.
Sounds pretty broken.
Can I lower the volume? 'Cause it's fucking loud though. Okay.
Damn, it's broken.
That sounds about okay. Oh, the dark world already? That's where you walked around the.
You've arrived, hell.
That's where you walked around the light world a bit more. So that's
Is this a dream?
can't remember that guy's name, Vietel or something?
Gotta be.
Like one of the weird gods of Silent Hill. I remember that was.
Lesh doors.
Not even a kid could believe in this. But when am I going to let go?
Troubles are brewing.
This sounds rife
What is
with
it?
trouble.
Should looked at something in a second, yeah? Dogs everywhere.
Those dogs are snacking on some beef jerky.
Am. I actually think I haven't picked up any health items yet. Alright, got two.
Good old Red Plus, whatever it's called.
Where is it? Can't examine it. There's no examining with generic items in this game. First floor. Hounds are beckoning.
They're baying for blood.
Nothing useful on the soul, there's a shit ton of stuff before. Ample, ah, excellent.
Inject it straight into your veins.
There's a save room. It's like a magic circle I remember reading about in a book on the black magic. Doesn't seem so familiar because I read it. Does it seem so familiar because I read it in that book? No, that's not it. It's not the book. It's from the altar. Altar? What am I thinking? There are books and magazines here, but I have no time to read them. Got a couch there as well.
Time is short.
Sit on the comfy couch and read some books, Heather.
I hope you brought some with you from the bookshop. Dogs are feasting on beef jerky, right? It's beef jerky, right? You disturbed it from its feast. Dog's like, maybe this way. No, this way. Yes. No, this way.
Down, die. Down, boy. He's in the way of the door. Put him in the door.
Dog is only single chewing power now. It's amazing. There's not much in the way of spatial audio, so when there are two enemies feasting, it just doubles the sound, and when there's three, it just triples the sound.
Finish checking this code.
Like when a game does a really shitty job of having a crowd go right, it comes out as right. Sounds so dog shit. The Trails of Cold Steel game do that.
Let me get a torch. That's surprising when you get the torch so late in this game. Beckoning hounds again.
Really having it.
Just get some distance.
God damn it, it's gotten 3. Gonna come back for you.
Okay, right for the meat.
Oh, wow. It really likes the meat. Guess that functions as beef jerky. These things take a lot of knives.
I think it's because I'm not a lot of torches not on. It's like considering that I'm stealthed. This game has that weird stealth mechanic that's talking about as well. Sometimes. In this game, it's even more pronounced because it's like a silence at one point per gun you can get. I think it's like the submachine gun.
There's a sinister, very deep howl that sounded like it was in the room with us. This elevator ain't doing nothing.
Down, boy.
Chris Redfield's quite familiar with that sound.
I'm pretty sure because my torch is off, that's why it's not seeing me.
Damn dogs.
You can't kill me.
Oh, I should not have a torch. This is very empty. Just a wafer. Where's this lead to? Back corridor. Oh, damn.
No way through for you.
Oh, right, ladder. A ladder's hanging halfway down from the ceiling. Even if I stand on the table and stretch my arms, I can't. Stretch my hands, I can't reach it. Oh, if only I had something long to snag it. Damn it, if only.
A ladder handle. It's a lot higher from that camera.
Good stack. Yeah, it's really super high.
Stack tables.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Let's become aware of my presence.
This area has some light illumination to it.
Very slight. I'm just zoom on. There'll be a dog with.
Someone's rummaging through the bottles. Maybe it's Eddie. He'd rummage through bottles.
Maybe.
Just put the gun to their head.
Warning, when leaving the room, be sure to turn out the lights. It'll be obvious if they are not switched off. Will be obvious. Oh, so
It'll
like
just
a
be obvious.
hidden thing. Oh, the torch. That's where you get the torch. There you go. Okay. Okay, finally all torched up. Excellent.
You're equipped to survive the horrors of Silent
See where
Hill.
the fuck I'm going. toilet's open. Toilets were always
These
the
toilets
greatest,
have not been cared for.
filthy toilet, just looking at it gives me the goosebumps.
Orange guy outside still.
Is someone actually in there?
He's knocking back.
What's this? Bleach.
You done in there? Damn it. Looks like someone had an abortion of their entire being.
There's no one here. Did someone respond, or is it just me? No, it's like someone has a bit of trouble.
A bit of trouble. They exploded.
Oh.
Oh, it's catching up.
Look at crawling.
There's more of these mall shoppers.
Combination of one with a dog now, it's a bit of a pain. Thought the dog's coming this way.
Charging yet, but
Yeah, there you go.
there it is.
Ah, see, dogs can get the hits in.
Ah,
I don't know here.
split-headed mouth.
Okay.
Yeah, where did it go? But I figured it'd just run away at that. Yeah, it did.
I can block in this game.
Get ready. Block!
Oh yeah, Resident Evil 7 and 8 like that.
Raising both her hands like that.
No, I'm literally not sure if I ever even blocked when I originally played this game. I don't think I was aware it was even a thing you could do. There you go, it's the end of the dog.
Hardest battle you've encountered thus far.
Look, I'm knackered cheers after that fight.
Except for the battle against Macbeth.
Oh, of course. These shutters closed, I believe. This one's actually technically open. One for meat on the floor. I can go in there. It's over here locked.
It is. That must be awkward to open that door.
These clothes are awfully dirty. They're stained with blood splatters.
Well,
They weren't like this
And
before.
needs
What
must.
could have happened? What could have happened? I'm in the same. I've been it before. It's the same
Put
shop.
them on
that
anyway?
the first monster was then. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Guessing this is. Oh, what's your game?
like a satchel of some kind, but
Sure, these books on there. Oh, bulletproof vest. But it should protect against monsters' attacks. Damn. Okay. Remember that.
what an unusual thing to be sold in a clothes shop.
Yeah, it's the other world clothes shop, isn't it?
They gotta have more hardy options available.
Oh. Okay. The lock is broken, so the only thing in here is the bulletproof vest.
Exquisitely broken.
See, that was all-
Awfully dirty.
only thing in here is that, and seemingly, so I got the bleach. I don't really see how bleach can help me get to that ladder. Did I
Nope,
miss a door?
can't. Bleach your way up a ladder. What blocks off your access to the main core? She didn't seem to
Oh.
bother marking that.
No, I don't think I checked now. Main Concord.
Yeah, I'm down the corridor this time. Look at these things are grotesque. They're about as slow as they are grotesque.
There's two of them, so get killing it till the other one shows up. My friends need to stun lock it.
Just winding up that
seems
haymaker.
like it's a part of it's a type that can be stun locked. Okay, so is there any places here I didn't check? 'Cause this, yeah, no, not that door. If I kill the second one, I can check the area a bit more. That is blatantly the same sound effect as when zombies eat Resident Evil, isn't it? No, not the zombie moaning, I mean the sound.
Yeah, but they made that sound pretty quickly after devouring something, because you just killed them. These clumsy, foul monsters.
Okay. That's that dealt with. My phones. Oh, phone seems to be out of order. Can't call on help this time.
I don't think you'll get through to the real world. What's behind you? I'm guessing a dead end, but...
Why didn't she mark... It's literally a wall. Why didn't she mark this on the map? Well, now she did. Man, you have to fucking ram your face into it for it to mark it.
Really get to know the wall.
Okay, so we've got bleach on me.
Clean a grotesque toilet with a bleach.
Like a room here, like. Should not, it's a door on the map.
Kinda got it from the toilet, so it's not really that.
I got it from the toilet, yeah. I'm pretty sure I don't need to use it in the toilet. This door's locked. Did I miss something in this corridor? This door's locked.
Bleach could be useful pretty much everywhere in this world to clean away the grime and the muck.
Definitely no no one room here and it's not enterable. This corridor definitely doesn't look like it's anything. This room. Nothing interesting in the box. Damn. Didn't like that one.
Just drag those wooden pallets with you and use them to climb up.
Like a big staircase.
Yes, you can't do that. That would be too much of a drag. That's actually all you have access to is these two corridors.
Yeah, seemingly so. Unless I'm just really missing something. So I guess it isn't technically impossible. What's this place? Okay, I have access to this corridor. So something I didn't check in this place?
Doesn't look like there's anything to interact with in this corridor.
Yeah, she's dead everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's just dead. It is that water. In here. Look at the handles on these doors.
Just pushing him.
So now I've got the little torch. Does it help me in any way? Damn, it's pretty high. Can the bleach help me? What's it say about the bleach? Oh. Do not mix. Okay, so I guess I have to mix it with something. Mix with an acidic detergent that provides poisonous chlorine gas. Okay, so I guess I have to mix it with something. An acid detergent, seemingly.
Literally nothing to do in there.
No. The torch just grants me some magic ability.
Random thing you hadn't seen before.
Not impossible. This is the dog corridor, isn't it? It's the save room. Yeah, it's the save room. But it's stained dark red. Whose blood is this? Is there someone here apart from that woman? Yeah, I should use the bleach to clean the blood from these sheets.
Just bleach everything. Start again.
Yeah, and every other door is locked.
Lockhead.
What are we missing?
Yeah.
Maybe I do have to use on that toilet. Oh, because it... See, the sounds are creepy, but the fact that every time you walk on the same hotspot they play, that's a bit lame. Like,
They're gathering. Alright, they're still gathering.
see, it's literally walking near triggers it.
Shut up, dogs.
That's a bit broken, that's a bit poorly designed. Kind of kills it. This is what that came from.
All I can say about to the dogs is
Shut the fucking hole!
Shut the fucking hole. Fuck yeah. So I feel like I'm missing an item. I should just walk past an item. I completely missed it. Something to hook the
the long stair hook.
the ladder.
You just use your armor
Oh my.
to hook it. You don't look like you're wearing body armor.
She specifically wears it under her vest. It fits under her vest, she said. Therefore, she has it on under her vest.
You probably considered making a lot more bulky, but then thought, nah.
Nah, ruins the look. Ruins the character's design. So that's what the ladder is. Broken, nothing in the glass there. So there's a different
Shattered
sound.
glass.
Nothing hidden in this corner. Besides broken the phones. The phone seems to be out of order. Seems to be. corpses of my enemies. I missed something in the toilet. This is this room, which, as far as I can tell, houses nothing of interest to us anymore.
It does appear to be the case.
Toilet. So I'll check it. Maybe there's something in here I completely just missed. Better clean the toilet. Damn, I can't.
Damn, I don't want to do that.
I'm not paid enough to do that.
It's demeaning work that's beneath her. She's the daughter of a writer, an accomplished writer.
Oh yeah, still alright, yeah, he's a writer. You ever heard of Harry Mason?
Whoa. What works did he do?
He wrote Hamlet.
Whoa! Incredible.
And that's something this game doesn't do when you're in the book, so I shouldn't say it's a book by my father.
Book. A great author of Hamlet.
I think at this point the game is.
Are you sure about
I
that?
think at this point the game is technically trying to hide that fact that her father's Harry, because it hasn't mentioned her name.
Oh, yeah.
He's meant to be a bit of a secret, a bit of a mystery. Logically, I mean, this not here. Where is a close shot? Right here. I mean, the close shot is
Must
literally.
be something hidden away in here that you've not.
Yeah, you'd think so, because there's literally nothing but no key items in here or anything. It's on the desk. No, nothing. Nothing. Probably hook that clothesline there.
Try clicking those clove hangers from the other side, just in case.
Which clothesline?
The ones on the till.
No.
Nope. Seems like a good place for ladder grabbing equipment, but seemingly not.
So in this room, it's literally an optional room just for the bulletproof vest.
That hanger stands
Oh
out.
my god! Okay. Jesus, that was fucking ridiculous. And that was really not obvious. You had to like, literally stand at it for to the camera to point it out. Okay, now we can advance.
If all it took is a little hanger to give her the extra reach she needs, surely she could just stack the table.
Yeah,
If I do that, I'll break my neck.
pretty much.
It's not worth breaking your neck over.
I want to fall. You know, if she
My
fell over
ankle.
and broke her ankle, then she'd be
I
fucked.
won't take it, no.
Damn, I need pliers to unfold the skill hanger. Actually, just on the table, ultimately. Stack two of them.
Back the tables. That's it.
I have to physically press to move up the ladder.
I just like picked a table and slat it at it to make it fall down. And it just kind of breaks. Whoops.
Couldn't you shoot it? Why would something like this be here? This isn't a hospital.
Well, they got plenty piled up. They've used it as an overspill.
Where am I? Oh, what's TV? My radio's going crazy.
Radio, what's going on with that radio? Daddy, help
Oh,
me.
it's yeah, it's that same video. That was Alyssa, right? Not Alyssa, sorry, it was Sherry. Not Sherry, what's the name?
Cheryl.
Cheryl. Oh. I'll just save it. I guess I'll save it.
Not to be confused with Sybil.
It's been 2 hours, so I guess I'll give it a save. Give it a, of course, a state rather than actual save. Make a separate file as well, just in case I fuck up. Always a possibility. Slot 1, slot 0. Okay, then, well, man, yeah, if the real puzzles that hard, then this is gonna be a hell of a ride.
Yeah.
Because Jesus, that was like crazy. That was like, yeah, that was impossible. Even if I knew Shakespeare, I wouldn't have figured out that last bit about adding them up.
Page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting though, definitely interesting. It's weird because a lot of the other games, when the puzzles are hard, it's either because like the in-game stuff, like you have to like jump through tons of hoops to understand it. Like you have to pull a piece of paper out, and draw it up. And again, I guess there have been games in the past where the explanation just literally makes no sense. A lot of the Resident Evil knockoffs had stuff like that, where the puzzles were just completely ridiculous. It's nonsensical explanations.
Yeah.
Well, guess on that note though, I'll play some. We'll see everyone for more Silent Hill 3 next time on Game-Geki.
Good.
Chris? Stop it.